The Blount County Legislative Body is now in session with the Honorable Jarrett Anderson, Chairman, presiding. All persons having the business of this commission, please draw near, give attention, and you shall be heard. God save the United States of America, this great state of Tennessee, and this very honorable commission. At this time, BCSO Chandler Warren will come forward and lead us in prayer.
Please pray with me. Lord, thank you for the privilege we have to live in a county that promotes the common good and seeks to ensure the well-being of its citizens. We lift up our county commissioners tonight and all those who are serving the people of Blount County under the watchful eye of an election. As many of them are seeking re-election, we pray that you would strengthen them as they face opposition and criticism, and don't let those things distract from the work they have before them tonight. We know they may be tempted to make decisions that simply please others, but we ask you to lead them to make the right decisions for the right reasons for our county. And although we care deeply about what happens in Blount County, we pray that we would remember that it pales in comparison to the glories of your kingdom. May we live today for that far country and its one and only King. Amen.
At this time, BCSO David will lead us in a pledge of allegiance to the American flag.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Y'all may be seated.
All right, welcome everyone to the Board of Blount County Commissioners meeting for Thursday, April 16th, 2026. At this time, we will pause for the emergency evacuation procedures.
Before we get started, I'd like to read the emergency evacuation procedures. In the event of an emergency evacuation, an alarm will sound. Everyone should exit the building by way of the nearest stairwell in a safe and active manner. If the nearest stairwell is blocked by smoke, use the other stairwell. Do not use the elevator. Once you reach the main floor, follow the exit signs to exit the building and quickly proceed away from the building. Please be mindful of others evacuating and of emergency vehicles.
All right, I'll begin by thanking Chaplain Chandler Warren for leading us in prayer and deputies for leading us in the pledge. Mr. Clerk, at this time, please take the roll call.
Mr. Chairman, there are 21 members present.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. I will declare that a quorum is in attendance. Moving on to item A, setting of the agenda. Chair will stand for a motion to set the agenda as published. I have a motion from Commissioner Bright, second from Commissioner Giles. And we also have an addition, which is resolution number 26-04019. Is there any objection to adding that to the agenda? All right, hearing no objection, that will be added as an additional item. Commissioner Akerd, you're recognized on the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I did in the Budget Committee meeting last week, I would like to separate out all of the items seeking more than $20,000 to be separate rather than on a consent calendar.
They are. All right, thank you, Commissioner. I believe that's been taken care of already.
All right, thank you.
Duly noted. Thank you. Any other commissioners wishing to speak on the setting of the agenda? All right, if you're in favor of adopting the agenda with those changes, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries. The agenda is set. Moving on to item B, general consent calendar. Chair will stand for a motion to adopt the general consent calendar. Have a motion from Commissioner Martin, second by Commissioner Giles. Any discussion on the general consent calendar? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting the general consent calendar, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes votes, the motion carries, and the general consent calendar is adopted. At this time, we will recognize some very special guests. that have achieved academic excellence. And so at this time, I will ask commissioners, if you are reading one of our proclamations, please stand and come into the well. And I understand you all have an order that you'll go in. And commissioners, when they begin reading the proclamations, we will stand in recognition.
A proclamation honoring the graduating class of 2026 for their accomplishment in scoring a 30 or above on the ACT. Whereas Blount County citizens are very proud of the academic accomplishments of the high school seniors of 2026 and their exceptional academic staff. And whereas there are 4 sections to the ACT, being English, Math, Reading, and Science, with each section scored out of 36 points. And
at this time, the students from Alcoa High School would please come forward. Whereas Blount County citizens are very proud of the academic accomplishments of the Alcoa High School seniors of 2026 and their exceptional academic staff, and whereas the Alcoa High School seniors whose composite ACT score was 30 or above were Colette Brown, Colin Bueller, Joshua Choi, Natalie Crisp, Megan Ferguson, Faith Garcia, Miracle Garcia, Hannah Green, Dante Gomez, Margaret Murray, Deshaun Patel, Krish Patel, Whitley Piercy, Madeline Russell, Christopher Sanders, and Nash Trusty. And whereas there are 4 sections to the ACT, being English, Math, Reading, and Science, with each section scored out of 36 points, and whereas the students, their families, along with Principal Caleb Tipton and his entire staff are to be commended for their academic efforts, commitment, talents, and perseverance.
Are the students from Eagleton College and Career Academy present? If so, come on up. And whereas the Eagleton College and Career Academy seniors whose composite ACT score was a 30 or above were Catherine Hubbard and Lucas Stern.
Would my heritage people come on up here? I see a few of you out there. All right, whereas the Heritage High School seniors whose composite ACT score was a 30 or above were James Dylan Burgess, Nathan Elam, Sadie Flynn, Sophia Glisson, Luke Hoatland, Miles Hope, William Hunter Jones, Reese Parton, Colby Eli Rowland, Katie Stevenson, and Eli Williams. Congratulations. What do y'all get out the Holly?
Now, I just wanted to quickly recognize an Alcoa student that just walked in, Krish Patel. Chris, just raise your hand. There he is. Just want to recognize him too. Just stand up here with the next one.
Good evening. Whereas the Maryville High School seniors whose composite score had an ACT score was 30 or above were. May I ask all of the Maryville High students that are present to please come up and join us? There's a few of us. And while they're approaching the circle here, I'd like to comment, not often do we have this many people here this evening. So as an old man, as I listen to us recite the Pledge of Allegiance, boy, it sure did make my heart feel good to hear all of us say that in sync. So thank you very much. So as I said, these are the composite ACT scores with 30 or above. A Daniel Reed Bell, excuse the pronunciation if I miss right. Nicholas Bankoff? See? Jayla Marie Blackman, Rebecca Allison Boone, Addison Nicole Bryant, Keja M. Burr, Cash Erickson Kaufman, Connor Manning Krim, Mark Strabos Delarius? My name's not on here, by the way. Savannah Elizabeth Dawson, Maria Richard D. Diego, Eva Elizabeth Douglas, Lily Louise Dykes, Blake Ryan Edgeman, Braden Michael Francis, William Chase Gann, Wesley Joy Hampton, Camden Marshall Hembry, Jonathan David Henneke, David Leondis Huddleston, Noah Rhett Jackson, Colton Harris Jones, Trapper Crew Jones, Vienna Kate Kashubi, thank you, Cooper Lee Knopf, Diana Moselli Lasmit Pena, Tiffany Lau, and Addison Grace Loud.
To continue for Maryville High School, we have Andrew Mason Malone, Brant Davis McMurray, Emma Claire Mead, Preston Reed Mounts, Matthew Luke Natelli, Gia Swan Ung, Hannah Nishimura, Lauren Reese O'Boyle, Joseph Esteban Oliveira, Laura Lynn Elizabeth Ortego, Caitlin Marie Pike, Elliot Ramsey Quayle, Ruben De Jesus Riveros, Lauren Elizabeth Robbins, Addison Grace Rogers, Isabella Eden Saunders, Colin Reed Sexton, Alan James Shepard, Luke Allen Sigmund, Allison Margaret Simpson, Genevieve Michaela Stewart, Curtis Tate Stokes, Haley Elizabeth Talbot, Addison Rose Thompson, Addison Grace Waddell, Clayton Douglas Warner, Leah Elizabeth Washburn. Can I give this to you too? It's been great. Are there any students here today from Maryville Virtual School? Looks like they're not present. Whereas Maryville Virtual School seniors whose composite ATC score was 30 and above were Cora Benson Carbonell, Alex Rezanetti, and Lake Steinenroth.
If those students from Samuel Everett School of Innovation would join me on the stage. Whereas the Samuel Everett School of Innovation senior, whose composite ACT score was a 30 or above, were Reagan Barnes, Stella Campbell, Elijah Fusion, Jack Fusion, and Joseph North. Go Govs, come on. Come on, governors. I think we've only got one or two. Three. Whereas the Blount High School seniors whose composite ACT score was a 30 or above were Shayna Banks, Blaine Barber, Drew Campbell, Victoria Carrington, Jonathan Chitwood, Riley Dorsey, Lily Egan, Natalia Etherton, Christopher Ewart, Daniel Field, Sarah Gregory, Jude Harbin, Micah Hawkins, Braden James, Alexis Jenkins, Maximus Johnson, Ariel Lane Kirksey, Josephine Longmire, Grayson Love, Chloe Merriman, Tyler Montalval, I didn't say that right, sorry, Tyler, Kylie Mosier, Eveline Nagorny, Lucas Myers, Carly Price, Cheyenne Pritchard, Tyler Ryden, Taylor Rule, Andrew Smith, Tyler Snavely, Lily Stidham, Landon Strickland, Cassandra Sweat, and Olivia Webb. These are pretty special people to me. I had some of them in 7th grade and 8th grade. I got them that Thursday. It was all me. It was all me. Commissioner Giles just asked me if I had a 30 or above. No. No way. Whereas the students, their families, along with the principals and staff, are to be commended for their academic efforts, commitment, talents, and perseverance. Now, therefore be it proclaimed that the Blount County Legislative Body assembled in this session this 16th day of April, 2026, and Mayor Ed Mitchell of Blount County, Tennessee, do hereby give honor and recognition to the graduating class of 2026 and invite all Blount County to join us in applauding their outstanding academic accomplishments. Thank you all, students and parents. If you all want to out, you're welcome to do that right now.
We'll pause for about a minute, commissioners. We're at public input, right?
Isn't it nice to hear that many voices for the pledge of affairs?
All right, the commission will come to order. Next up on the agenda, we have item C, public input on items on the agenda. This is for those wishing to speak to items on the agenda. If it's off the agenda, we will have that time at the end of the meeting. Speakers, please come up and tell us your name, the district in which you live, and the item on the agenda that you are speaking to. You'll have 3 minutes to address the commission as a whole or the chair, not individual commissioners. Your time will be displayed up here on the monitor. And at this time, I will ask if there's anyone who wishes to speak to items on the agenda. If so, please raise your hand at this time. All right, seeing no hands for items on the agenda, we'll move on to the next item, which is D, Budget Consent Calendar. Chair will stand for a motion to adopt the Budget Consent Calendar. I have a motion from Commissioner McMahon, second from Commissioner French to adopt the Budget Consent Calendar. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting the Budget Consent Calendar, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries, and the Budget Consent Calendar is adopted. Item E, Elections, Appointments, and Confirmations. Mr. Clerk, please read the sole item.
Mayoral recommendation for reappointments to the Board of Equalization, 2-year term to expire May of 2028. Scott Blevins, Bruce Rechtenwald, Amanda Stone, Steve Johnson, and Darrell Tipton.
I have a motion to approve these mayoral reappointments by Commissioner French, second by Commissioner Carver. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of the reappointments to the Board of Equalization, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 20 yes votes and 1 abstention.
20 yes, 1 abstention. The motion carries, and those reappointments to the Board of Equalization are approved. There is no unfinished business. Item G, new business. Mr. Clerk, please read the first item.
BCSO grant application, Tennessee Highway Safety Office, $120,000 to support overtime funding for Patrol Division. No matching funds required. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee, 5-0.
I have a motion to approve the BCSO grant application by Commissioner Giles, second by Commissioner Akerd. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of approving the BCSO grant application, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries, and the BCSO grant application is approved.
Item 2, BCSO grant application, Tennessee Highway Safety Office, $24,000 to support network coordinator. No matching funds required. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee, 5-0.
I have a motion to approve the BCSO grant application in item 2 by Commissioner Akerd, second by Commissioner Carver. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of approving item 2, BCSO grant application, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, there are 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries, and the BCSO grant application in item 2 is approved.
Item 3, resolution number 2604002, budget transfer, schools, $144,082.92. Transfer money within budget to align the Innovative School Model Grant. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee, 5-0.
I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2604002 from Commissioner Akerd, second from Commissioner Carver. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting resolution number 2604002, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
I think I missed one, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Bledsoe, I beat you. Okay, yes vote. Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries, and resolution number 2604002 is adopted.
Resolution number 2604003, budget increase. General admin projects, $100,000. Appropriate general county capital funds to replace treads and landings in courthouse stairwells. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee, 5-0.
I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2604003 from Commissioner Carver, second from Commissioner Webb. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting resolution number 2604003, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 20 yes votes and 1 no vote.
20 yes, 1 no. The motion carries, and resolution number 2604003 is adopted.
Resolution number 2604004, budget increase highway, $73,284.85. Appropriate highway capital funds to account for additional cost required to break through rock when relocating the sewer line for Wildwood Bridge. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee 5-0.
I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2604004 from Commissioner Jopling, second by Commissioner Carver. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting resolution number 2604004, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 20 yes votes and 1 no vote.
20 yes, 1 no. The motion carries, and resolution number 2604004 is adopted.
Resolution number 2604005, budget transfer schools, $68,000. Transfer money within budget to align the public school security grant. Referred to full commission with a favorable recommendation by the Budget Committee 5-0.
I have a motion from Commissioner Giles to adopt resolution number 2604005, second by Commissioner French. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting resolution number 2604005, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries, and resolution number 2604005 is adopted.
Item 7, request for public hearing for June 11th, 2026 at 5:45 PM, conforming to the minimum 30-day notice on the Regional Comprehensive Plan.
I have a motion to set the zoning public hearing for that Regional Comprehensive Plan for June 11th, 2026 at 5:45 PM by Commissioner Akerd, second by Commissioner Hanna. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of setting that zoning public hearing for that date and time, please vote yes. If you're not in favor, please vote no.
Commissioner Hanna. Thank you. You have 21 yes votes, Mr. Chairman.
21 yes, the motion carries, and that public hearing will be set for June 11th, 2026 at 5:45 PM.
Resolution number 2604019, a resolution of the Blount County Commission requesting the Budget Committee to prepare a budget with a tax rate based on the certified rate.
I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2604019 by Commissioner Bright, second by Commissioner Akerd. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you're in favor of adopting resolution number 2604019, vote yes. If you're not in favor, vote no.
Mr. Chairman, you have 21 yes votes.
21 yes, the motion carries, and resolution number 2604019 is adopted. Next, we have item H, announcements and statements. There are several from the chair that I'll read first. The meetings of the Blount 250 Human Resources and Insurance Committees scheduled for Tuesday, April 21st are canceled. The Planning Commission will meet Thursday, April 23rd at 5:30 PM at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. The Blount 250 Committee will meet Tuesday, April 28th at 5 PM at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. The Public Service Committee will meet Tuesday, May 5th at 11 a.m. at the Blount County Operations Center. The Blount 250 Committee will meet Tuesday, May 5th at 5 p.m. at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. The Education Committee meeting for Tuesday, May 5th at 12:30 p.m. is canceled. The agenda items deadline for drafted resolutions is noon on Thursday, May 7th. The Board of Zoning Appeals will meet Thursday, May 7th at 6 p.m. at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. The Blount 250 Committee will meet Tuesday, May 12th at 5 p.m. at the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. The Budget Committee will meet Thursday, May 14th at 5 p.m., followed by a zoning public hearing at 5:45 p.m., and ending with a workshop committee meeting at 6 p.m., all in the Blount County Courthouse in Commission Meeting Room 430. Are there any other additional announcements or statements from the commissioners? Seeing none, we'll move on to item I, public input on items not on the agenda. I'll take the cards first. Speakers, please recall that the same rules apply. Please come forward. You have 3 minutes to speak. Address the chair or the commission as a whole, not individual commissioners. Please tell us your name and what you wish to speak to us about and your district, if you're aware of it. First off, we have Michelle Stevens. And speakers, please remember your timer is going to be displayed up here on this screen, and we do enforce that. So go ahead, ma'am.
Hello, committee. I come to you all as a child of God with the love of Jesus Christ, sure juris. I'm here for a point of clarity. I live in District 4. Mr. Bennett, Ms. Reagan, and Mr. Giles, I would like answers to these questions by affidavit, if you would, please. In Black's Law, on page 160, it says a magistrate court has the jurisdiction over minor criminal offenses. Such a court has power to bind over trial for persons accused of more serious offenses. We have a magistrate here in Blount County. Her name is Diane Lashman. She got a slap on the hand and was told that she withheld evidence. She aided and abetted an international sex crime, child sex crime. Nothing was done. She is still serving for our county. I've lived here since I was 4 years old. I've lived at the same residence for 28 years. I've been married to the same man for 38 years. I love this county. But what I see is that our judicial system is not going to take care of itself. So I'm here with a point of clarity. Please explain to me how she got to cover up her son's crime and nothing happened. It's wrong. These children that are on these videos are being harmed. It's not a pretend thing. Her son indulged in that behavior and she covered it up. How does she get by with that? Why does she get by with that? Is that what this county has turned into? Protect our own and to hell with everybody else, even the children? You all swore an oath. I've got it written right here. Article 1, Section 1 says that all power in the Constitution is granted unto us, the people, to abolish and remove as we see fit. I see it fit that she gets off our judicial all the way around and never allowed to serve anywhere else. Why would a woman who would cover up such a nasty thing be able to stand up on a court and tell somebody else
Ma'am,
what
your
they
time
can
is
and can't do with their child?
Your time has expired. Thank you. Next, we have Jessica Saxton.
Good evening, Commissioners. Nice to see you again. My name is Jessica Saxton. I am speaking tonight on behalf of we, the people of Blount County, Tennessee. Unfortunately, it has come to our attention that public officials have confused our kindness with naivety. And unfortunately, our silence.
What district did she say?
I'm not in a district. I don't live here. I reclaim time, please.
Continue, please.
Please reclaim that time.
I'll add it on the end.
Many people have believed our silence to be weakness, but I assure you that we are neither naive nor are we weak. We the people do not have to ask permission in order to exercise our rights. State agents, authorities end where our rights begin. For hundreds of years, men and women have died, fought, bled, suffered for our freedoms. But yet we have tyrants dressed in black robes who call themselves judges. We have provocateurs wearing badges who call themselves peace officers in this county. We have a coward who threatens to burn someone's home, who calls himself a sheriff. When a long train of abuse of power creates a system that reduces the people to absolute oppression, it is not only our right, but it is our duty to throw off such a government. Tennessee Constitution, Article 2, Section 1 divides the power of government into 3 distinct departments. I hope that you are familiar with this. The legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Section 2 of the same article provides that no person or persons belonging to one of these departments should exercise any powers properly belonging to either of the other except in cases herein directed or permitted. Yet, in November of 2022, an order was imposed upon the citizens of Blount County, Tennessee that created a de facto crime, an unauthorized, warrantless seizure of private property whenever they step foot into that Blount County Justice Center. That is not administration, it is not procedure, that is not for the safety of the citizens, that is to cover up the crimes that are happening at the hands of our judiciary. That is legislation that was created by the judicial branch in this county, and it is unlawful. We the people are calling for an ouster for Sheriff Barong. I have an ouster petition for a writ of ouster that has been drafted. I'm not filing this, but I am calling on Greg Garrett to review this. He has a duty according to TCA, Tennessee Code Annotated. He has a duty now that this has been brought on behalf of the people against Sheriff Barong. He has a duty to not only investigate, but he must file it. The crimes are here. We are shifting this burden of proof from we the people having to prove that our rights still exist to the fact that Sheriff Barong needs to prove that he's not violating our rights every time we step into that Blount County courthouse. And they deprive us, the citizens of Blount County, of rights that are secured and protected by the Constitution, so those judges can continue to hide. No, I was reclaiming my time. You took a good 20 seconds.
I gave you an additional 14 seconds.
You gave me an extra 4 seconds?
An extra 14 seconds. Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else?
Where do I need to get this? Do I deliver it to the clerk? Because it is a writ of an ouster for your sheriff.
We don't take filings here, ma'am.
Do what?
We don't take filings here.
Drop service in Tennessee is provided.
Anyone else wishes to speak to items on the agenda? Yes, sir. Or sorry, items off the agenda.
My name is Glenn Henderson. I live in District 1, a resident of Blount County. I can appreciate that this meeting was opened with prayer. The existence of Jesus Christ has been long debated for nearly 2,000 years, but modern day historians many agree, both Christian and non-Christian, that Jesus, the man, existed. And this is due simply to the fact that there were so many claims and eyewitnesses in his time. I stand here to tell you that it's a mathematical impossibility that so many people have the same claims of corruption in this county, and those claims do not carry merit. I heard a story from a man who was in his field on his tractor, and he got off his tractor and he claimed that God spoke to him to run for mayor of a county. He claimed he had no previous political experience, but he followed what he felt. He won mayor of that county. I charge you today that not a single person here is here by an accident. You're here by God's ordination. And I'm telling you that you have a duty to at least investigate or ask for investigations of these claims. You are our watchman on the wall. I'm a victim of some of the corruption. I can't go into details at the moment, but I'm asking you guys to at least ask for an investigation. Gird yourself with a little courage to do the right thing. Stand up and defend these children and the loving parents that cannot defend themselves. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else wish to speak to items not on the agenda? Please raise your hand. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. My name is Shayna Kirkland. I live in District 1, and I'm currently a candidate for District 1 Seat A. The last time I was here, I spoke about an unlawful arrest I faced in regards to me exercising my First Amendment rights on social media, just like a lot of you all have, especially during this election. Tonight, I want to speak about one of the biggest scams in Blount County, and that's Blount County probation. My second visit to probation after I was arrested, they drug tested me. As a former police officer, I can sit here and tell you now, I've never done drugs a day in my life. A lot of people have smoked marijuana, I've not even done that. My second visit to probation, I popped positive for fentanyl. Somebody like me popping positive for fentanyl. The guy told me we could leave, and they would send it off to the lab. And at that time, even as a Maryville police officer, I did not know that their lab was in the same building. And I think that's a huge conflict of interest. I got almost home. The guy calls me. He said, "Shayna, did you leave?" And I said, "Yes, sir. I thought you said we could until you got the results back." He said, "Oh, no, you have to wait here." Well, in my mind, I'm thinking, they're fixing to put me back in handcuffs, and I've not even done anything wrong. I get back there, my grandmother, God love her, she's 75 now, but she was with me, and she walked in like she owned the place. And Joni Surratt, who was the probation director at the time, and my probation officer comes out, and she goes, "What's going on?" And then my probation officer said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, everybody calm down, it was a false positive." How in the world do you get a false positive for fentanyl? That place needs to be investigated. A lot of things in this county need to be investigated. There's a lot of corruption in this county, and you all are not doing anything about it. If you want to know why people are running against you, that's why. Because they want to see a stop to it. I made a video on Facebook a few months ago asking people if they've had any similar situations, and it would shock you the amount of people that came forward. It is disgusting, and it's all a money racket. We had a county commissioner who was arrested for DUI the other day, and I'm not saying he's guilty. He's not been proven guilty in a court of law, but he was not required to go to probation like I was, and I was not arrested for a drug or alcohol offense. Can you all explain that? Explain that to the citizens of this county. Thank you.
Anyone else wishes to speak to items? Come forward, ma'am. Come forward. Just remember to tell us your name and the district in which you live.
My name is Mandy Branch. Mandy Branch. I no longer live in Blount County. I did live near Porter School and had involvement with your juvenile court. I wrote a speech over the past 2 days and could not get my speech under 3 minutes. But I do want to point out that I'm too a victim of the juvenile court under Ms. Kinlan Foster. She is not reporting parents to DCS as mandated by Tennessee law. Particularly Tennessee Juvenile Rule 301 is not being followed. Back to Mrs. Lashmit, it was released on February 17th by the Board of Professional Responsibility. They released documents related to Ms. Lashmit, and she was actually tipped off by your juvenile court judge, Kinlan Foster, before she hid her son in a hotel room and allegedly began deleting evidence. This same court is denying parents CASAs. We're being denied DCS cases and referrals. And the only thing that she is adhering to is assigning us guardian ad litems who charge the taxpayers of Tennessee thousands of dollars to keep cases going for years, all without DCS involvement. In my case, the guardian ad litem made almost $6,000 over 2.5 years. The only thing he did was continue to try to get the case declared extended on complex. so that he could continue receiving money for a case that never had a DCS investigation. I am still, to this day, an unsubstantiated perpetrator, yet your juvenile court took my child ex parte emergency on May 31st, 2023. Ex parte orders are being abused here. They should not be given out without a whole lot of thought. They're giving them out to everyone here. Ex parte in itself means one-sided. Only one side is heard. Lawyers call this the silver bullet because the person filing automatically gets an upper hand in the case for the duration of the case. Parents are being ordered to buy psychological evaluations. I have a college degree. I'm a working adult. I've always worked. I've been a taxpayer in the state of Tennessee for 33 years. I was ordered to buy a $2,200 psychological evaluation as an indigent defendant that couldn't afford an attorney. I did this because I thought it was the only way to see my child. When the normal test was presented to the court, they said it was not the correct test. Parents are up against a brick wall. We're hopeless, we're frustrated, and it needs to stop. Children should not be taken from parents that are not substantiated by the Department of Children's Services. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anyone else wishes to speak to items not on the agenda? All right, seeing none, do I hear a motion to adjourn? Without objection, we're adjourned.